once, once there was, once there was a, once there was a small, once there was a small house, once there was a small house in, once there was small house in the, once there was a small house in the woods. One day a mouse, one day a mouse came, one day a mouse came by. Little house, little house, little house, little house. Who lives in, who lives in this, who lives in this little, who lives in this little house? Who lives in this little house? He. Who lives in this little house? He called. Nobody answered. Nobody answered, so nobody answered, so the mouse, nobody answered, so the mouse made, nobody answered, so the mouse made a, nobody answered, so the mouse made a home, nobody answered, so the mouse made a home there. Nobody answered, so the mouse made a home there. One day a frog hopped. One day a frog hopped by. One day a frog hopped by. Little house, little house. Who lives in, who lives in the, who lives in the little, who lives in the little house? Who lives in the little house? He called. I am a mouse. I am a mouse. I am a mouse. The mouse answered. I am a mouse. The mouse answered. I am a mouse. The mouse answered. Who? I am a mouse. The mouse answered. Who are? I am the mouse. The mouse answered. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I am a frog. I am a frog. I am a frog. May I am a frog. May I come? I am a frog. May I come in? May I come in? May I come in? Of course, of course, of course. Of course, said, of course, said the, of course, said the mouse. Of course, said the mouse, and of course, said the mouse, and they. Of course, said the mouse, and they then. Of course, said the mouse, and they then lived. Of course, said the mouse, and they then lived together. Lived together. Then lived together. ترجمتها باللغة العربية. Once there was a small house in the wood. Once مرة there was كان هناك a small house بيت صغير in the wood في الغابة. One day في يوم من الأيام a mouse came by يعني فار صغير جاء بجوار البيت دوت. الفار قال ايه؟ little house who lives in this little house. بأغنية كده ممكن الولاد يقولوها. little house يعني يا بيت يا صغير. little house يا بيت يا صغير. who lives من يعيش in this في هذا little house البيت الصغير. he called يعني قال أو نادى. nobody محدش answered جاوب. so لذلك the mouse الفار made صنع a home there بيت له هناك في هذا البيت. one day في يوم من الأيام a frog ضفدع hopped by قعد ينط. حركة الضفدع اسمها hopped بينط جنب البيت. فراح قال little house who lives in this little house. فتح الشباك الفار وقال I am a mouse. I am أنا أكون الفار. The mouse answered الماوس الفار جاوب. Who are you؟ أنت مين؟ Who أنت؟ Are you من تكون؟ رد الضفدع وقال له I am a frog أنا الضفدع. May I come in؟ May I come in يعني هل تسمح لي بالدخول؟ الفار رد عليه وقال له of course بالتأكيد. said the mouse قال الفار. and they وهم فيما بعد ذلك lived together يعني عاشوا سويا.